yeah, like I said, I used to live in Australia. I started doing comedy in Australia. Australia was always very good to me. My wife is Australian, and I love my wife a lot. I love my wife so much, I married her 3 times. That's right, I married the same woman 3 separate times. Why? Because when you have Asian parents, you have to get married. In every fucking country, you have relatives in. Because Asian parents have to brag, okay? And I know every parent has to brag. I'm not trying to take anything away from anyone. Okay, I'm just saying Asian parents also have to brag, and like weddings is how they do it. Like Asian weddings for baby boomers, Asian baby boomers, it was the original Instagram, okay? It is how they catch up with everybody. It's how they get the likes. It's how they get the dopamine hit, right? It's how they leave comments. Why so skinny? Why so fat? Why aren't you married? Why don't you have a baby? What's wrong with your balls? They say shit to your face that reviewers on the internet wouldn't say. So we had to get married 3 times. So the first wedding we had in Melbourne, Australia, because my wife is from Melbourne, Australia. Then we got married in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, even though I'm not from Kuala Lumpur, but who gives a fuck what the groom wants, right? Let's just find this landmark in Malaysia everyone can pronounce with the most direct flights. And then we got married in New York for green card purposes. Okay, so 3 very romantic weddings for the right reasons. Chain migration. And let me tell you something. Let me speak from the heart here for just 1 minute, okay? If you take nothing else away from the show here tonight, please just hear me now, okay? I'm speaking from personal experience here. There are fewer joys you will experience in life than organizing 3 weddings at the same time. Oh my God, it's so much fun and so easy to do. I highly recommend it. In fact, because it turns out you'll never experience as much joy as you do than when you're trying to organize 3 weddings simultaneously. In fact, the only way you could experience more joy is if you organize those 3 weddings as far away from a physical location as possible. Because you'll find that the enjoyment versus distance graph increases exponentially the further away the weddings are from your physical body. So fun and cheap. So the first wedding in Melbourne, Australia, I'm sending out the wedding invites, right? And I'm going all the way with these things, okay? Not holding back, everything. Gold embossed, lettering with the lace and the hologram. It's like $20 an invite. At this point, it's cheaper to write the invitation on money, okay? You should write the invitation on money and serve cash at the reception. Will save some money.
That's hilarious.
So I'm sending these things out. And on the back of the invite, my wife is like, you have to put your email address on the back of the invite so my friends can email in their dietary requirements.
Oh.
White people dietary requirements.
Oh, guys.
Holy fuck. Yo, there's no dietary requirements, okay? Chinese weddings in Malaysia, there's no dietary requirements. Chinese weddings in Malaysia, everyone shows up, we eat, and then we go home. Makes the race stronger. We're not customizing meals for weak genes. Thousands of years of Chinese weddings. People show up and die, no one complains. No one's ever written a bad Yelp review. Oh, what a tragedy. We collectively accept that as a possibility. Okay, because life is risky. I was expecting the usual, reasonable dietary requirements, right? Gluten allergy, vegan, shellfish allergy, peanut allergy, keeping it reasonable. Oh my God, the shit we got back. Spreadsheets of genetic failures. One after the other, each more pathetic than the last. Excuse me, Ronnie. Excuse me, I can't eat figs. Excuse me, Ronnie, I can't eat red pepper. Green pepper is fine, but red pepper makes my mouth red. Excuse me, Ronnie, I can't eat fried garlic. Does this have fried garlic? I have to pick the fried garlic out of the bok choy. Excuse me, Ronnie, I can't eat lettuce. The san choy bao is wrapped in lettuce. I can't eat it. from the same person. Yo, dietary requirements is a serious issue, okay? It's a medical condition. It means if you eat this, you could die. It's not licensed to tell me what textures you don't enjoy. These motherfuckers trying to influence the menu. Anyway, I had a great time at my wedding. It was awesome. Love my wife a lot. My wife says that I have tone issues, so everything I say sounds sarcastic or angry. Apparently. But listen to the words, not the tone, please. I had a great wedding. I do it again at Happy. It was awesome. 3 was not enough. Your friends are amazing. I love my wife a lot, but marriage has definitely made me a worse person. All right. Before I got married, I used to care because I was trying to get laid. Now I don't care anymore, okay? All I care about is my wife's opinion about me and her well-being. That's all I care about. I don't give a fuck about any of this other idiots on the internet, or even her friends come and talk to my wife's friends and say, hey, Ronnie, I'm like, fuck this shit, I just gotta walk away. Like, when my wife's friends come and talk to me, I can't even muster the bare minimum that society requires of me to interact with this person. It's like, hey, Ronnie, how are you? I'm like, fuck this, I just gotta walk away. Because when my wife's friends find out I do stand-up comedy, what follows is the worst conversation in the history of humanity. And it happens over and over and over again. Same thing, every single time. It's like, oh, hey, Ronnie. Hey, wow, you do stand-up comedy? Oh, wow. When's your next show? Well, I do 5 to 6 shows a night, every single night in New York City, so I guess my next show will be tonight or tomorrow, depending on what time of day we're having this conversation. Oh, wow, that's really cool. So when's your next big show? Well, I don't really differentiate between big or small shows. I try to bring everything I have to every show I do, so I guess my next big show will be my next show, which will be today or tomorrow, as per our previous excruciating interaction. Oh, wow, that's really cool. Well, can you let me know next time you're doing a show? Well, like I just said, I do 5 to 6 shows a night, minimum, every single night in New York City. There's no possible way I could let you know. The next time you're doing a show, that kind of notification wouldn't be feasible for you or for me to receive, so I guess the answer is no. No, I cannot let you know. Okay, wow, well, are you gigging next Saturday? Because I'm free next Saturday in the city, so if you're around, maybe I can come around and watch you perform. Listen, man, I'm not gonna roll out a red carpet for you every time I go to work. Okay, you come or you don't. It's on Twitter, it's on my website. Figure it out. Everyone else figured it out. So.
Everyone else figured it out. I love this guy.
So, to avoid that timeline from happening, right? That's like the worst possible reality. And I'm like a conversation precog at this point. I can detect conversation crimes before they happen. Just in my vat of milk, just watching that wooden ball roll down the counter, like Tom Cruise, I'll jump in and cut off that reality before it blossoms into full-blown asshole reality. Right? I cut it off at the bud, so when my wife's friends come and talk to me, and they go, hey, Ron, you do stand-up comedy? Oh, wow, when's your next show? I just say, no, it's okay. Then my wife here says, no, it's okay. It's not an answer to the question. When my friends ask you when your next show is. Okay, sorry, could you give me 1 second? Could you just give me 1 second? You have to, what do you want me to say then? What the fuck do you want me to say? Because every time we have this conversation, you know it goes nowhere good, so what the fuck do you want me to say? Just say you don't do comedy, okay? It's easy if you just say you don't do comedy. All right, fine. Next time your friends ask me, I'll just say I don't do comedy, I don't do shit, okay? I'm a useless husband, all this, my fat ass all day reviewing things. So yeah, tone issues is something we've been working on for the last 5 to 6 years, really. It's been an ongoing battle. It's been an ongoing battle between my wife and my tone. myself as a neutral third party, of course. And I gotta say, I see good people on both sides. Okay, so I don't know what to.